Good morning, good morning. We are so excited this time of year, every year in Fresno, because it is the Fresno Food Expo season and the countdown has begun to next week's show. We are expecting wonderful things on behalf of our exhibitors, our businesses who will be there, the buyers who are literally coming from around the world to see the best of what the Valley has to offer in terms of food products, and we're expecting a terrific show. We wanted to gather today to make a few very special announcements, but first I just want to remind you about the success we have seen with the Fresno Food Expo and the growth of the show. And it makes perfect sense that the Fresno Food Expo would take off as it has, given that the San Joaquin Valley is internationally known as the world's most productive, diverse, and distinct agricultural region. We see over $105 billion a year, every year, from the San Joaquin Valley in food, in produce, and finished food goods, and we're extremely proud of our contribution to the world with our quality food products. We know that our region is the ideal location for sourcing solutions, for innovative products, for leading-edge packaging. Everything that a food-related business needs to grow and succeed happens in Fresno and in the San Joaquin Valley. The results of our efforts with the Fresno Food Expo are quite remarkable. Since we started the show just 3 years ago, we have grown the show from 65 exhibitors and 175 buyers to this year over 100 exhibitors and over 500 buyers. As we've talked about in recent press events, we are so pleased to add an international flavor to this year's show. And thanks to the terrific support from the California Center for International Trade Development at State Center Community College District, this year's show will feature 25 buyers from Mexico, Canada, and the Pacific Rim, all coming here to see the products that are made here in the Valley and to hopefully sign deals and see those products exported to countries around the world, which helps our local businesses grow. In addition to the international flavor, we're already looking ahead to next year and thinking about the 2014 show. And I'm pleased to announce that next year we have great plans to expand the show even further by expanding our focus to not just the manufactured food products in the Valley, but also to include a focus on the fresh products and commodities that are produced right here in the San Joaquin Valley. And to do that, it means we'll push back the show just a few months in order to attract people from around the world to see the quality produce that is grown right here in the Valley. We've got to make sure that that produce is not on the trees, but actually available for people to see and taste and touch. And so I want to announce everyone needs to mark their calendars for next year's show. The date will be July 24th, 2014, next year's show. All of this effort on behalf of the food industry is made possible because of the terrific industry advisory group that has worked with us from day one to really develop the show, figure out the best ways to support our area food companies, make sure they have everything they need to grow right here in the Valley. We've had terrific support from companies like Wawona Frozen Foods, Certified Meat Products, Baseto Foods, Fowler Packing, and Garawan Farming. They provide us with great input, and I'm pleased today that Denver Schutz could join us. He's the technical services manager for Garawan Farming. He's a member of the advisory committee. He's been a key advisor in helping us find the right time of year for this show, looking forward to 2014. He's also been an active member in mentoring some of the newer companies that are coming up through the show, helping them understand the ropes and make sure that their business is best positioned with the Food Expo. So Denver, why don't you come up and make a few comments? Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Garawan Farming is a family-owned company that's been farming in the Valley since 1938. We are the nation's largest grower of stone fruit, which for us is peaches, plums, and nectarines, and we're also one of the Valley's largest table grape growers. When our company first became aware of the Fresno Food Expo in 2011, we weren't quite sure where we would fit, given the timing of the show in March and the fact that we wouldn't have any product to share or display. So we decided to go to the first annual event and observe as an attendee. What we walked away from that year was an understanding that the Fresno Food Expo provided a unique and valuable platform to reach both buyers and consumers. We saw great value in that special combination. In 2012, we signed on as an exhibitor and major sponsor. The Expo provided a platform to tell our story and support this Valley initiative. At the Expo, we were able to make new connections with companies and consumers, letting them know who Garawan Farming is and what we do. Building these new relationships within our community definitely supports the growth of our business that can only be found through a regional food show in the San Joaquin Valley. While we were able to exhibit, make great personal connections, and build brand awareness for our company, a big component that was missing was our ability to have both the buyers and the public taste our juicy and flavorful Prima brand peaches, plums, and nectarines, and taste the quality of the products we produce. From our perspective as a fresh food producer, moving the date of the 2014 Fresno Food Expo opens up a great opportunity to get more fresh producers involved and grow the event. And let's be honest, food producers want to be able to showcase the actual products at the show. So after the 2012 Fresno Food Expo, the advisory committee, which I'm a part of, decided to explore the possibility of changing the Fresno Food Expo to a different time of the year. The focus on exploring different options was based on both feedback and recommendations to better incorporate fresh commodities and, again, our desire to grow the Fresno Food Expo. We felt it was time to take the Expo to a new level by increasing the exposure of the San Joaquin Valley's entire food supply, from fresh to finished. Our committee's research for optional dates for the 2014 Fresno Food Expo and beyond included identifying the top commodities and their growing season in each of the San Joaquin Valley's 8 counties, and identifying the greatest overlap in those growing seasons. In addition, the advisory committee provided a schedule of major food shows they attended or knew about and help eliminate the overlap of those food shows in the industry that would interfere with ours. After collecting and analyzing the data, the dates identified to be the best fit for the Valley's fresh commodities and the food industry trade show calendar appeared to be the last 7 to 10 days in July and the first 5 to 10 days in August. The advisory committee came to a consensus to officially change the date of the Fresno Food Expo to Thursday, July 24th, 2014. While the Fresno Food Expo has experienced incredible success in its first 2 years, which will continue at this year's March 14th event, the change to July will enhance our ability to get more fresh companies involved and allow the Fresno Food Expo the opportunity to tell the whole story of the breadth and variety of food production in the San Joaquin Valley. And that's a very powerful message and an even more powerful and delicious visual. I would now like to turn the podium back over to Mayor Swearingen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Denver. It's not often that I'm at press events where the word delicious is used. So this is a special moment for me and a mayoral first. So a delicious event next year. As you all know, this is a self-funded project. We rely on the exhibitors, our sponsors, and others to make this show possible. And if it wasn't for our industry advisory committee as well as our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to create this business opportunity for so many Fresno area businesses. And I am so pleased to announce today a very special partnership that the Fresno Food Expo has entered into with Union Bank. In fact, today it is my pleasure to announce that Union Bank has committed a strategic partnership with the Fresno Food Expo for 3 years, which is going to mean we can take this show to great new heights and continue to create economic development and business opportunities for Fresno area businesses. We are joined today by Julius Robinson, who is the Executive Vice President and Head of Corporate Social Responsibility at Union Bank. And before he takes the podium, I just want to say it has been a pleasure working with Union Bank and with Mr. Robinson, and their interest in supporting the Fresno area and seeing our economy thrive has been so clear from their support of community organizations and now through this exciting partnership with the Fresno Food Expo. So I thank you very much, Union Bank, and thank you, Julius, for your personal interest in this area and for being here today to announce this sponsorship. Mr. Robinson.
Great. Thank you so much. Well, I do have a couple of prepared remarks, but I think before I do that, I want to personally thank Mayor Swearingen for her partnership. You were so gracious in acknowledging Union Bank. But what you probably don't know is a few months ago, we came to Fresno to understand better what some of the needs were. And through that opportunity, we had a chance to hear firsthand Mayor Swearingen's vision. She was compassionate, she was passionate about the vision that she had for Fresno, and it created a vision in my mind and those of my colleagues that Union Bank needed to be a part of this renaissance that we see happening here in the Valley. And so much of what we are planning to do over the next 3 years, of which this is just a small part, in many respects we owe to that first meeting that we had to you. So thank you so very much for that. And then additionally, I'd also like to thank our host here today, Johansson Transportation Services, a longtime customer of the bank. And in talking with Larry and then meeting his father, trying to understand a little bit about the culture of this company. Here again, too, we share some very, very similar values. In many respects, I think Johnson Transportation is the lifeblood, if not the circulatory system, for the agricultural industry and agricultural specialty programs here. But it doesn't stop there with just them creating commerce. I've come to appreciate that they are looking for ways to give back to the community, and this is synonymous with the Union Bank brand and what we try to do as well. So in many respects, there are just so many synergies around us being a part of the Expo, but also our commitment to Fresno in general. As I said before, we're excited about being the presenting sponsor of the Fresno Food Expo to help bring awareness to the economic opportunities in the regions. This is just one of the investments that we have planned for, in the entire region from Bakersfield to Stockton. The Union Bank has had a long-standing relationship with the Valley growers and small businesses. For nearly 150 years, Union Bank has supported generations of family farmers and entrepreneurs. We're working alongside our clients to provide specialty lending and financial expertise to help our companies produce and export products across the nation, if not in the world. And along that same lines, I might mention that as a byproduct of the Expo, we were having a special panel in which I'm bringing together some of our institutional investors whom we invest in because we want them to invest in the local economy. We'll be having a specialty panel where they'll have an opportunity to meet some of the small businesses, bring some awareness about the tools that institutional capital can bring to small businesses and help them grow their business and become stronger. Strong businesses mean a bigger economy. Bigger economy means lower unemployment. Lower unemployment means more prosperity with the region, and we want to be a part of that. And our bankers understand that small business serves as the backbone of a thriving economy. And it is because of small businesses that jobs are created. I'd like to take a moment to recognize a few of my colleagues that are here today. And first of all, Mike Garasian. Mike Garasian is Senior Vice President and Regional Manager of our community banking. He is a homegrown product, if I can use that analogy. He has thrived here in Fresno, and he's also a graduate of the Fresno State Bulldogs, so go Dogs. I'd also like to recognize Steve Smith. He's Vice President, and he runs our agricultural business here in the Valley. He is an integral partner of many of the businesses here. Thanks to your efforts, we can see the Valley grow, and the Union Bank brand is stronger as a result of your efforts. We have an active agricultural lending business. Every day our teams support business with the objective of helping these companies grow and improve. And we look forward to this partnership. One of Union Bank's values, as I mentioned before, is our engagement in the communities in which we serve. At Union Bank Foundation, we make investments to the communities in the form of grants, loans, community outreach, and volunteer hours. And whether we're providing residents with a chance for their own home through some of the work that we've done with Habitat for Humanity, or investing in the next generation of bankers, as we are with our student-run branch at McLean High School right here in Fresno. And this is a first for, I think, any bank in California. So we're passionate about the investment that we're making in the community. Community economic development is one of our Foundation's core tenets and one of the focus that we have. And we want to support Fresno and the Fresno Food Expo and the work that's being done to bring together companies in the food industry and potential partners from around the world. We also have a value of diversity and inclusion, and this is part of who we are in everything that we do, from recruiting and engaging our employees to selecting vending partners to reach out to the various customers that we have. I believe that the San Joaquin Valley is the melting pot for a rich, diverse community. And we see a wide range of products being showcased through the Fresno Food Expo that are examples of that. Diversity can help create innovation as part of the creative process, and it is through this innovation that we think strong companies are built. So again, Mayor Swearengin, I want to applaud you for you and the team and on all the work that's being done around the Fresno Food Expo. It is a pleasure, if not an honor, for Union Bank to serve as a sponsor for the next 3 years. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
All right. Thank you so much, Julius Robinson, and thank you, Union Bank. You know, the Fresno Food Expo is all about helping Fresno area food businesses have the resources they need to expand here in Fresno and the San Joaquin Valley. And resources in the form of access to capital, which is why a partnership with Union Bank makes so much sense, but also having partnerships with the resources and the suppliers and the vendors that they're going to need to expand their businesses here, which is why we are standing in Johansson Transportation Services. We thank Larry Johansson, president of Johansson Transportation Services. His father, the founder of the company, Dick Johansson, also joins us today. We also thank the employees who have put their work on hold for 30 minutes to let us have this event. And those phones don't stop ringing, so we appreciate them pausing on their business day to give us a few minutes to make these special announcements. Johansson Transportation Services is an example of one of the suppliers or the resource firms that Fresno area food businesses need to grow. They've been in business 42 years. They provide the critical distribution and logistics services to the food industry that will enable business expansion. So, again, thank you for letting us be here, and I'd like to ask Larry Johansson to say a few words. We thank them for their support of the Fresno Food Expo. Larry.
Good morning, everyone. And on behalf of myself and my company, we welcome you all here to Johansson Transportation Service, our corporate office. JTS, as you've heard, has always been closely allied with the food and beverage industry. The company was founded 42 years ago in Fresno, serving dried fruit, nuts, dehydrated vegetable businesses, along with fresh fruits and vegetable clientele throughout Fresno County. JTS is very, very proud of our Fresno County heritage. Perishable agricultural products are still a significant part of the business here in Fresno. We are standing, as you've heard, in our Fresno perishable department. Approximately 1/3 of the freight volume handled by this office originates from California, especially in the Central Valley agricultural hub. In the past 4 decades, we've expanded to service the transportation needs of food and food ingredient processors, manufacturers, distributors, packing companies, and grocery store clients all over the nation. Our customers ship produce, fresh and dried nuts, vegetables, nuts, dehydrated garlic, onion, food ingredients, and other agricultural products with us every day. The Midwest is another key area that we serve, particularly for dairy food products. As a third-party logistic provider, JTS assists our customers' supply chain operations by reducing cost and improving service levels, offering a competitive logistical advantage. This in turn helps them meet their customers' growing demands for just-in-time inventory replenishment. We have built our company serving the food industry throughout Fresno County and the San Joaquin Valley region. We will continue to support the economic growth of Central Valley food growers and manufacturers by offering them a full menu of logistical solutions. As part of that support, we are very pleased and honored to sponsor and participate in the 3rd annual Fresno Food Expo. Thank you, and thank you all for being here.
All right. In closing, just a reminder, the Fresno Food Expo is next Thursday. It is a buyer-to-buyer show during the day, but in the evening, tickets are available for the public to come and taste and experience the incredible products that are made right here in the Fresno area. So go to FresnoFoodExpo.com for information on tickets. They are still available. And again, looking forward to next year's show, July 24th, 2014. Once again, thank you to Union Bank and thank you, Johansson Transportation Services, for your support of the Fresno Food Expo. Thank you very much.
Good job.
All right. Very good.
Thanks.